Hey guys, this is Diane here from the Design Creative, and today I'm going to be showing you how to mix and match Divi together. Now, this tutorial is inspired by a post that was made by Kimberly Gosney, who basically said that Headway and Divi are no perfect match at all, and she wrote this really nice article which explained the problems that she was having with Divi. And this tutorial is really just going to show you a couple of things that you can do with Headway and Divi, and hopefully this tutorial will help her and her projects, and of course help you with your projects, so then you don't feel like you've wasted your money on this thing. So I'm going to show you a couple of tips that will get your Headway projects and Divi projects working together nicely. Now, first of all, what I would want to say is when you install Headway and Divi, you immediately think to yourself, right, I'm going to go straight into Headway and set up my stuff, right? Well, the first thing I think you should do is actually install a template. And the reason why I say install a template is because it makes it easier for you to customize all of your website without any default styling from Headway. So I would definitely recommend using Ginger Soul's Records Reset template for your project, and this will help you in regards to, because you know when you use Headway and Divi, sometimes you have to put important tags on everything. So this will allow you to basically have a little bit more control. It gets rid of most of Headway styling, and it's free to download. So head over to gingersoulrecords.com and download that free template if you can. The next thing, and the link is below. So that's my number one tip, is to make sure that you do that. So I'm going to show you how to create this fluid look that you might need to go for with your websites. And it's very, very easy with Headway and Divi. So the first thing you want to do is, or the second thing after you've installed your template, is you need to activate your template. So now my template is activated, and when I have a look at the site, you could see here nothing is really going on. So let me go back and let me go into Headway here. So one of the first things I want to do is add a navigation or a header, and add a navigation here. Okay, I'm going to call this header because you know how we like to name our wrappers out here. And the next thing I'm going to do is add another wrapper. I'm going to make this wrapper fluid, and I'm going to make the grid fluid. And this is going to hold our content block, which has, this is going to hold the content block which has our Divi, which we're going to be using Divi for. And I'm going to choose content. Now you might be thinking, well, why do we need to use a fluid grid and a fluid wrapper for this? Isn't my text going to be left or right? If I click here and refresh, you could see, actually, I cheated. I'm already using Divi here, so let me just take this Divi off and show you what it looks like with Divi not on. So let's click, and you can see all of our text is now completely left and right of the screen, okay? So I've completely spoilt the surprise now, but what you can do is click into the page, and as soon as you click use Divi and update, what you will notice is that we have our content in the center. Now you may be thinking, well, I'm actually not impressed by that at all because there is no fluidness going on. Well, again, it's very easy for us to change and update that. What we can do is we can click here where it says edit page, and let's say we want the background color to be like, let's say we'll have it like a dark or a black will do. So let's press save and let's update. Now when we view the page, we have our text, which has disappeared because I think the writing is black, and we have our fluid wrapper here. So let me just change this so then the text is actually white. So let me change that to light and press save and update that. And if we refresh here, you would see that we've now got our white text on top of our black background. Okay, so that is super cool. That's how we can get a fluid, or in Headway terms, we have a fixed grid and a fluid wrapper. So say if you want a fluid wrapper and a fluid grid, okay? So what you can do is add another section if you need to. And on this navigation tab here, we can click that and make this row full width. So let me click here, press save and select. Let me duplicate this and drag this down into here. In fact, let me have 4 of these bad boys and duplicate that 3 times and move that over. Now when we press update, in fact, let me add a background color to this as well. So I'm going to choose purple, press save, update. And now if we come back here and refresh, you could see we now have a fluid layout and a fluid grid. So that is it. That is how you make a fluid grid and a fluid wrapper using Headway and Divi. Now, at times, you may want to mix and match Headway and Divi together. You may not solely want to use Divi for the whole of your front page. For instance, I don't like the way that Divi displays their blogs. So I may come out of Divi and use the Headway function to make a blog, to showcase, say if I wanted to showcase 3 of my blogs on the page, what I would do is I would come out of Divi, go into Headway, create another wrapper and create a content block in that wrapper that pulls content from the blog. Now, if I want to continue using Divi after I've created that wrapper, all I would do, again in that situation, is create a new page, and I'd call that page, I don't know, home page 2 or something, and then I would use that page to create the rest of my layout of Divi, and then I would go back into Headway, create another wrapper, create another content block, making sure that that is full width, and I would create a custom query so then it can pull content from homepage 2 onto the home page of my site. So hope that all makes sense to you. If you've got any questions or queries, or if there's anything that you just don't understand or you can't seem to get working with Divi, please leave a comment below. I am more than happy to help anybody who has any issues about Headway and Divi. Again, it is a great plugin to use for quickly prototyping up websites, mocking them up, or even just using them for actual websites for your clients' projects. So this is Diane here from Design Creative. All the links that you need is below, and I will see you on the other side.